I am an Etsy seller and I'm sick and tired of having to promote on social media. Where else can I get solid exposure for my products? I want to double my revenue in 3 to 6 months. I'm not the one saying it. This is actually a summary of a topic or a problem that one of our viewers sent to us. And into this conversation, we are going to dig in. We are going to dissect the whole problem and trying to offer solid advice so that our beloved viewer, the Etsy seller, can actually promote the store, his store, properly without social media. Don't you go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation, I guarantee you.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, 'cause I'm just the kind of flower that's stinging in the beat, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sorta Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk about an Etsy seller who wrote us a series of emails, and he said, just the verbatim, I am an Etsy seller, sick and tired of having to promote on social media. Where else can I get solid exposure for my products? I want to double my revenue in 3 to 6 months. This is a bold goal, but we love bold achievements. We love bold objectives on this show. So what is really going on here? I'm going to summarize for our beloved viewers a lot of the conversations that we have with this Etsy seller. So we are speaking about Suresh. So Suresh, you are a 38-year-old male. You live in Modesto, California. You are married with 4 children. And basically, you have been selling on Etsy for the last 7 years, and you sell baby and birth items. So everything around maternity, everything around infancy, that's what you sell on Etsy. And your revenue last year was $56,000. So your revenue. And last year, unfortunately, you had a net loss of $7,000. Okay, so we are speaking here, revenue $56,000, net loss $7,000. And you also own a Shopify store. So the thing here is that I just want to give our viewers a synopsis of the case. And the thing is that you have tried a lot of things. You tried to advertise on Instagram. You tried to advertise on Facebook. You tried Pinterest, but the results were really bad. And you said that part of the loss came from the fact that you spent a lot of cash advertising on those platforms. And for you, it did not work properly. And you said that my shop has been properly set up with SEO, good photos, videos, variety of products, sales and coupons, whatever. But sales are still low. Not now, the sales are coming in slowly. Okay, not low, slowly. And the thing for you is that you have low revenue. And we can see it. I mean, $56,000 is not really that great for a full year for an Etsy shop, especially if you say that you have been on the platform for the last 7 years. So normally you should be bringing in 6 digits right now. I mean, we have no idea, Suresh, if this is something you do full time or you do part time, because this will make a difference. And also, you just want to remind our viewers that you sell baby and birth items. Everything around maternity. First things first, Suresh, let me ask you a question. So you said that for the last 7 years you have been on Etsy, but your sales have been growing very slowly. And have you set specific and attainable goals? See, everything starts with setting goals. If you want to make it big on Etsy, you got to have clear goals, especially you are in a field, baby and birth items, that is very competitive. So you can't just start an Etsy shop and have no idea of where you're going. You got to have a clear goal, okay? And if you have big plans for your Etsy shop, you're not alone. You know why? Because you have a lot of competitors. You have a lot of competitors. And the thing here is that you want to set goals and you want to manage your goals properly so that you avoid burnout. Okay, because it's all about managing your having work-life balance. So you got to have goals. What are you trying to sell this year? Or do you want to reach your 100,000 in revenue? Do you want to increase your conversion rate to 10%, to 20%, to 30%? You need to quantify your goals, okay? And basically, in marketing, for that matter, there's something called having SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. This is something you need to actually have a model like that. So this will guide you and really focus all your energy. That's what you want, okay? And consider keywords, because for instance, you said, well, my store has been properly set up for SEO, but the question is, what do you mean by properly set up for SEO? Have you targeted really, really, really important keywords for your niche? I'm not speaking about those highly popular keywords. I'm speaking about long tail keywords where you basically you don't face a lot of competition. Okay, because when folks shop on Etsy with specific products in mind, they usually begin their search by typing words and phrases into the search bar. Okay, as a seller, it's essential to think like a customer to determine which of these descriptive keywords your prospective customers will most likely use to find your items. Very important. Okay, so you are in the maternity niche. You sell baby and birth items. Okay, so to make the most of keywords, begin by brainstorming words or phrases that customers might use to find your items. Once you have a hefty list of possibilities, circle the strongest ones and go into your Etsy dashboard and set things up there. It's very important because you said, I have a proper SEO, but we're not really sure, because when we spoke to you, when we exchanged emails with you, you did not really clarify your SEO strategy. So we're not really sure that you indeed have an SEO strategy, which you should anyway. Suresh, I want you to be careful. All right. The thing here is that you said that you have captivating photos for your products. Honestly, the photos you sent to us are not captivating at all. We're not going to divulge your Etsy store on the show. That's what you asked for. You asked us not to do it, so we're not going to do it. But when you showed us your store, your Etsy store, basically, and honestly, the photos that we saw are not captivating at all. So you really need to do a better job in that department. Okay, so most Etsy sellers are not professional photographers by trade. So in that case, you will most likely have some studying to do. You can go, like, before opening you already have an Etsy store that's running, but the thing we want you to do is really, really spend time on your photos. And you can even take photos yourself from your computer and go on online platforms such as Fiverr, such as Upwork, such as TopTal, freelancer.com and whatnot, and ask designers out there to actually retouch the photos. The final product must be actually stellar. You need to have, your photos are not good right now. Suresh, your photos are not good. If I were a parent who wanted to buy some baby and birth items, and I see your pictures, sometimes we even told you that some of your pictures are really fuzzy. Okay, and the thing is that I want you to think like a brick and mortar stores. Have you ever walked into a shop that was so well curated and thoughtfully designed that it made you want to buy everything inside? Aim to achieve that effect with your target customers as you fill out your Etsy shop. Offer a selection of products that look like they belong together. Sell items at a variety of price points to appeal to a variety of shoppers. Okay, and one thing you want to do here is you really want to encourage multiple purchases and attract repeat customers. That's what we want. You want repeat customers. See, last year you had a loss, Suresh. You had a loss last year, and if you have a system in place where you are constantly drawing repeat customers, at least you have a constant revenue stream, which you really want to have. Okay, and the thing is that when you add and think about having banners, okay, you make sure that you have products that appeal to gift givers, okay, and make sure that everything matches in terms of branding, okay. And the thing is that done is better than perfect. Remember, professionists are always in good company here in the creative Etsy community, but the most important thing is to get things done. Suresh, get things done, get the ball rolling. Very important. Solution idea number 1, Suresh. You need to include gorgeous visuals. The thing is that you are sick and tired of social media marketing. That's true. So you don't want to rely. So basically, you want to have other sources of traffic. This is important. But if your products, if your store, if your Etsy store is not visually appealing, people are not going to come. I mean, they might come, but the bounce rate will be so high. It'll be like, whoa, wow, what's really happening here? So it's really, really important to actually pay attention to your visuals. And again, I will be talking about what I said earlier. If you're not artistically inclined, please go to platforms online and get the service that you need. Very important, okay? And think about graphics. Think about the image. Think about photos. Think about videos. Think about audios. Think about anything. Think about thumbnails, for example. Think about infographics. Think about background removers. Think about graphics maker. The bottom line is, again, if you can't do it yourself, Suresh, please outsource the whole thing to folks who have a clear understanding of what they're doing. Okay. And you need to understand your Etsy marketplace. Okay. You need to actually understand the marketplace you're working in, the industry, the sector, the niche you're in. So you are right now, you are selling baby and birth items. Do you really understand the trends in that niche? Do you understand what drives the customers? Okay. And it's really worth it that you need to have a deep dive into things like seasonal bestsellers, what's currently trending and trends specific to your niche, so that you can boost the visibility of your store. Okay. And the thing is, Etsy itself sells niche, handmade specialty products and things like candles and stickers. And those are surprisingly some year-round bestsellers. Okay. So once you have found trends in your niche and you have taken notes of what other successful sellers are doing, find some of the demographics of buyers. Okay. Think about their age. How old are they? What is their gender? So if you're talking about baby and birth items, one might think that you were targeting women, but who knows? Maybe you have guys out there who are also interested. Where are they from? What are they searching for online? Are there seasonal trends related to your niche specifically? All of these questions can help you target your audience more accurately. Suresh, one thing I want to do here, this is the solution idea number 2. I want you to maximize your Etsy listings for optimal SEO. Again, we went through your SEO, we went through your store, and we analyzed your store in and out. You said that you have done SEO, but that's not true. What you have done is not really, it's just like you actually scratched the surface. You got to do more. Suresh, you have to do more. The thing here is that when someone arrives at Etsy.com with a product in mind, let's say baby clothes, for example, they are likely to type baby clothes into the search bar. If you're like Etsy shop owner, if you're an Etsy shop owner who actually succeeds, you want to make sure that the words, baby and clothes appear in the product title. This way, your product is more likely to appear in search results. And we actually went through your store right now. And what you have right now, we have no idea who actually designed the SEO strategy for you, or if you did it yourself, but right now it's not really where it should be, okay? And the thing here is that when we speak about SEO, we're speaking about having specific keywords to help keep your product searchable. The keywords here is searchable, okay? So the title of each product that you have in your store must be searchable. The thing here is that, some Etsy sellers they actually may stop at title keywords. But to do so will be a huge missed opportunity. There are many more keyword-related efforts you can make to help your product rise to the top. Okay, so we're speaking about description, the title. We're speaking about the instructions. So everything around your products must actually point to the same keywords or group of keywords. Okay, and repost your listings frequently. This is important. So beyond relevance, factors that affect Etsy listings SEO rankings are high quality listings, which will come from time and sales afterwards, and how long ago the product was listed, because Etsy pushes new products to the top in search results. So for this reason, you should repost your product regularly so they rank as new items in Etsy search engine algorithm. Okay, Etsy knows this game too, And instead of trying to be the crafty small businesses hacking the system, they join them. So this is really good. And so Etsy offers an auto renew tool which charges Etsy sellers 20 cents per item. They're scheduled to be bumped up. Is it worth it? It's sure worth a try in your case. All right, give it a try. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Finest, yo, Mr. Killer, and call me señorita. I got it, got me dreaming. My legs up on the ceiling. Oh yeah. I know when he come, he ain't never gonna leave. No. Hit it the night run, and that's the way I wanna be. So don't think I'm the one to won't ever be enough.
Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about Suresh. So Suresh is an Etsy seller who is sick and tired of social media marketing and is trying to find other ways to give his Etsy store more exposure. And one thing we want to say here, and Suresh, you have been on Etsy for the last 7 years. You sell baby and birth items, and your revenue last year was $56,000. You had a net loss of $7,000 last year also, and you also own a Shopify store. So just I just want to say it pretty quickly for our viewers who just joined us. So one thing I want to say here is that you need to think about using Etsy advertising. Yeah. So the thing is, if you don't want to have external traffic, start with the platform itself. Okay. So Etsy advertising is also called promoted listings. So it's kind of cool. It costs, yeah, but it's worth considering putting some money towards Etsy paid advertising opportunities, especially if you don't yet have a lot of product reviews. We have no idea what the reviews are on your store. We went through them. We didn't see a lot of reviews, but so that's what you want. That's what really what you want. So Etsy's promoted listings boost your product visibility by ensuring that your product is at the top of relevant Etsy search results. So the model is pay-per-click, and your products will surface in search results with the word ad included. So this should matter to the consumer because if they're looking for what you're selling, then it's fine. So once your ad generates sales, you can ask your new customers to write reviews, which will help boost your future organic search result rankings. Okay, and whether your Etsy store is an adjunct to your brick and mortar business, a side hustle, or a full-time gig, employing the smart business tactics that I just told you will help your store get the attention it deserves, and most importantly, the sales you need. Okay, and please remember, things don't happen overnight though. Okay, don't think if you don't want to do social media advertising, that's fine, but remember, nothing happens overnight. Pace yourself, go slow and steady, give lots of love to your Etsy store, and keep on creating. Okay, and one thing you can also do is to encourage word of mouth. Yeah, you never know. Create a referral program that offers discount to existing customers who send new customers your way. Okay, perhaps include you can include it in a thank you email where you can also gently suggest they review you. Okay, host contests that require your customers share your products or ad on their social media channels in order to enter for a chance to win a prize. And you can invite repeat customers with strong social media followings to promote your brand as brand ambassadors. You never know. Comment on posts your customers create on their social media accounts that feature your products and mention you. So you could do a lot of stuff to make sure that you are out there in terms of word of mouth, and this will help you. You will help your store actually move up in the long run. Solution idea number 4. Suresh, you have to think about email marketing. You need to leverage email marketing. And we've talked to you and you said that you have no email marketing at this time. Well, this is a big no-no. You got to really do this. If your goal is to forget about social media, if your goal is to forget about Pinterest advertising, Facebook advertising, YouTube advertising, Google advertising, Instagram advertising, you got to think about email marketing. Okay. The thing here is that do not expect customers to remember your Etsy shop and seek it out. No, everybody's busy all the time. Okay. Instead, you want to reach out and remind them with an email newsletter. Okay. You get a customer's email address when they make a purchase from you. And so you can, the cool thing is that newsletters are free to create and reach an audience that already knows and supports you. Any money you will spend on email marketing software to produce your emails will be multiplied by the resulting sales. Okay, and we told you that when we actually had a conversation with you. So effective newsletters go beyond promoting your new products. It's all about what? It's all about establishing a solid presence for your Etsy shop. And Suresh, this is what you need right now. Because see, last year you had a loss. Okay, you basically had revenue of $56,000, but you had a loss of $7,000. So the thing here is what you want to establish a solid presence on the platform, and you want to have repeat customers. And I spoke about that. I spoke about this earlier. Repeat customers come from various sources, including email newsletters. You want to constantly engage them. You want to constantly make sure that they know that you are there. Okay. And one thing you need to understand is that so you need to have a strategy that allows your customers to always want to open your emails every time they arrive. Okay. When considering what type of emails to send, you can try how-to guides, holiday-related gift guides, easy DIY tips, sales and promotions occasionally. Okay. And you can please make sure that you create a regular email schedule that doesn't overwhelm your customers. Okay. Think about once a week or so. It's all about consistency. It's all about regularity. Okay. It's all about making sure that you have the proper strategy in place to make sure that people can actually feel comfortable engaging with your brand, engaging with your store through email marketing, but most importantly, by buying from you and also leaving reviews afterwards. Thank you so much for your attention to this conversation. So we want to thank our beloved viewers. Also, please feel free to pitch in, and you can. Suresh needs help. Suresh is an Etsy seller who is sick and tired of social media marketing, and he would like to have find other avenues for promoting his store. And please, dear viewers, please, we know you are very smart. You are very experienced. We believe in collective wisdom. Please feel free to pitch in and tell Suresh how to actually grow his store without social media marketing. Okay, Suresh, we thank you. We know that you have been listening to us, and feel free to answer. Feel free to answer all the questions I asked you. Feel free to send us email to ask more questions, or you can even send questions using the comments section below. That's fine also. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.